Good evening. On today's topic, love. Well, I think a lot of people in their high school years have experienced love at least. Like, could you be a crush, actual partner, love at first sight, or even your friend that you sit to every day that you didn't know that you liked them until they told you. Love is a very popular topic that a lot of people talk of, especially in self-improvement videos. But in this video, I'm going to talk about my love life, my first love, that I would like to maybe touch a bit on the first love theory. I think we should start with that. Yeah, let's begin. So, the first love theory, it states that your love life from your first love, it will all be determined by the first love that you had. Well, in my experience, it really was what it meant. My love life was a bit odd. I've had crushes in Form 3, age 15. Then I went to my first relationship near the end of my Form 4. Then I had another one around the mid of Form 5. But none of it lasted to the end of the year. To keep her privacy and to respect her. Let's call her Einstein. Yeah, Einstein. Form 4. It was pretty rough because in my Form 3, I was separated from my friends in my previous class. So I entered a class with a very well-established class, as in everyone had their own friend group and they've known each other for 3 years. I've known some of them for a few weeks. And that really set me apart from everyone. Where in my Form 3, I had to grow alongside strangers that I didn't know. And it was a bit rough on my mental state, but I told myself I could handle it because even in break and lunches that I get to see my old friends in the other classes. So my Form 3 was rough. I was a different person, but that's a story for another time. So Form 4, yes. Einstein, when I first met Einstein, it was near the end of my Form 3 year where I think it was the most memorable crush that I had. I saw her walking down the hallway when I was going to the toilet. Her class was with my other friends, which I didn't know yet. I didn't know who she was. I didn't even know why she walked that hallway now that I think about it. But we were both going to the toilet. The boys' toilet on the right side and the girls' toilet on the left side. I was walking from the front to the right and she was walking from the left. When I saw her, I was a bit confused because I didn't really met her. And coming from someone like me, I know I scan people. I'm pretty observant. I know who's my friend and I recognize a lot of people. So when I saw her face, I didn't quite recognize it. Like, it was new. I didn't know who she was. So when I saw her walking across the hallway, my face was saying, "Who are you?" It was just a bit a bit weird, but I remember we saw each other. But at least I saw her. I didn't know if she saw me. I saw her for a few seconds, but I downloaded her picture into my head. She was kind of short. She wore glasses. She had bangs. She wore a ponytail, and she would wear her jacket in a manner where you have to roll up the sleeves until her what do you call this part? The armpit of your elbows. I think your elbows, yeah, your elbows. And then she wore shoes that are a bit too oversized for her because she had those strap-ons where you had to strap to the side, but her straps are a bit too long where it's protruding out her shoes. small shoe size, I guess. She's a rather small figure and she's kind of small. She wore glasses, like those metal frames one. That's how I remember. And then, if I remember correctly, she was rather pale, and I think she wore lipstick that day. I don't know. Maybe because of her pale face, that's why her lips were, contrasting. So it gave her a really strong focus there. But I didn't get to see her face. It was quite a quick interaction. I had to walk and turn at the same time, so I didn't get to see how she looked. When I went to the toilet, I told myself, damn, she's pretty. Pretty is probably the wrong word here. Cute is probably better. Yeah, cute is a better word. And when I went there, I did my business. I came out, and then when I came out of the toilet, I was wondering who that girl was. She was too far from me to see her name tag, and I didn't recognize her face. So, like, we're in a school, and how can I not find her again? So when I came out, she also came out, and this time I got to see her back. When we were walking towards each other, so we were like facing each other. And then when it came out, she was walking away from me, and I was walking away from her. But I took a few quick glances to see her, which was odd because we went in at the same time, and we came out at the same time. I thought, wow, that's a cool story. So after that, I didn't really see her anymore. That was during the end of Form 3, the end of 2023. And when I entered 2024, which I'm a Form 4 student, I went to visit my best friend's house during Chinese New Year. She's a girl, deal with it. I went to visit her house, and then I was first to arrive there. I got all dressed up nicely, wear the red shirts, comb my hair nicely, and then I came in long pants, and I sat down there. It was during the afternoon. Then when I talked to her, she told me that there were more people coming, which was weird because our friend group wasn't that big. And I asked her, who's coming? And then she said, my friends. I was like, your friends? I understood the fact that she had friends, but she never really told me about them. During this whole time, anyway, we'll get it another day. So she told me her friends. I was like, huh? Okay. So when her friend arrived, her friend singular arrived, it was her, the girl I met at the toilet. Now this toilet interaction, I didn't told my best friend about it. Because I thought it was also a weird interaction. There's no point telling her that, oh, I met this cute girl during the toilet. Yeah, that'd be a weird story. So, but it's her. She sat next to me. I didn't know if I would meet her again. I didn't know if I would meet Einstein again. But Einstein was a friend. That's a shocker. I told myself that day that this is just, the girl in my dreams type scenario where I won't see her anymore. That one girl you see on a holiday and you won't see her anymore. But no, she see her. She sat next to me, to my left too. And then she came in a black hoodie. She still tied her hair up. She had her glasses on, but she wore shorts this time. Yeah. And then she sat next to me. I sat on the ground because I was doing something. I was eating keropok and watching TV. But she sat on the couch next to me. But it's her. I was really shocked. I was like, damn, is this a sign or something? Like, I thought, like, can you imagine one of your holiday crushes actually went to the same school as you did, and best part, went to the exact same house that your best friend invited to? That does not happen. That does not happen. Anyways, so during the whole interaction, it was pretty awkward. Like, I was telling my best friend, hey, who is she? And anyway, kind of like, and then Einstein didn't introduce her to me, so I asked my best friend to introduce her for me. So like, oh, her name's Einstein, and she's from the same class as her. I was like, wow, how did I not notice her at all? And I later found out that the reason why I didn't see her because before she was in Form 3, we're all the same age. Before we were in Form 3, in the Form 2, I did not interact with one class because that class was very far from where I was, from where the main class groups are. So actually there were 2 classes. Yeah, there were 6 classes in total. 4 classes were clubbed pretty tightly together, but the other 2 classes were pretty far, so no one really interacted with them. So it was like a ghost. And then she was in that class, so that's probably why I didn't recognize her. So, oh dear, it was during Chinese New Year when this whole interaction happened. Einstein came over, and I didn't get to know her as a person, but she was beautiful. You can call me a creep, but when she was sitting next to me, she was pretty close. I, tried to impress her. I didn't know what I did, but I just knew I really wanted to impress her. And I was like, being nice guy, offering her cookies, tidbits. You want some of these? Just to look at her face and hear her voice. God damn. I can't remember her voice. I just remember it sounded very mature. Doesn't really fit someone as small as her. It felt more, how to say, developed, more like more woman type voice. Yeah, a very mature young lady. Yes, a young lady. And I kept glancing over her. She wore shorts, so I only thing I could look at was her legs next to me. So yeah, during the whole interaction, right? I got to know a bit of her. That, well, she's my best friend's friend, her classmate too. She's really an introvert, really introvert. Like, who wears black for the Chinese New Year visit anyways? But she really liked horror movies, yes. I remember that day. I think this interaction really stuck with me because on that specific day, I was scared deep shit because of a horror movie she wanted to watch on my best friend's house TV. And get this, it was in the afternoon, around 2 o'clock, bright morning. And Einstein said, I want to watch a horror movie. A horror movie? In Chinese New Year in the afternoon? So since I thought, maybe it's in the morning, I won't be so scared. Yeah. Guess what you put? Incantation. Einstein had the balls to play that in the morning. And me pull out my big boy pants, and because I want to impress her, I watched the whole thing without closing my eyes. Now, I like horror movies, but jump scares I can't. But I watched the whole thing with my eyes open. I just let my heart pound so hard. And during the climax, where Incantation had a chasing scene, it was started to rain and thunder everywhere. And when I turned my back, Einstein didn't flinch. She was watching that like some kind of K-drama. Not the crying one, the happy one. Shit, bro! Why did I put on my big boy pants? Anyways, that movie scared the shit out of me. And there was this one particular scene where it really triggered my trypophobia. But I had to watch the whole thing within me. I gotta watch it. Oh my days. After the 2.5 hour torture, my best friend was scared to bits. And Einstein, bro, was talking to me like he just investigated a crime scene. I looked over her and was like, was it scary? Yeah. Was it scary? She said it was a 7 out of 10. That shit wasn't scary for her. She just thought it looked good. But she did have some comments. It was the only time where we had an interaction. She was speaking freely. I guess she really liked horror movies. She was like, there was a lot of gore. The plot was there, but the way how they did it, how they executed the film wasn't really her taste. So she didn't really like it. But it was good. The jump scares were cheap though. Such told me. I looked her straight in the face and told her, I think it was a good movie. If only she could see the fear in my eyes. Damn, bro. Anyways, then we head over to lunchtime. Yes, food after a horror movie. Thank goodness. Now, it was at this time where sparks was actually ignited. I knew from it was a round table where I sit here and she sat across me. And then I knew from my best friend that I was wondering why was there spaghetti, carbonara spaghetti on the table as food when it's Chinese New Year. And then she told me that, oh, because Einstein really liked it. I was like, huh? Einstein likes spaghetti? Carbonara? Damn, that's some good info right there. So, and then she likes it with extra cheese on top. And she likes the mushrooms too. She really likes mushrooms. So, Einstein sat opposite towards me. And something that really triggered me that time was, sorry, I'm having a bit of latency when I'm trying to remember stuff, so I gotta deal with it and gotta edit this out later. So, Einstein sat across me, and then they all, no, okay, only my best friend. My best friend pulled out chopsticks to eat carbonara. An Italian dish with Chinese utensil. I cannot. But at least Einstein had some, decency, and she picked out fork and spoon. Oops, can I just very good? Alright. She has some decency, pull out the fork and spoon. Pretty good. She has some manners. Alright, drink time. So, during the whole meal, I was trying to be nice and talking to my best friend and everyone on the table. Except for Einstein, she didn't really budge. She didn't really like talking. She was too busy eating. She was a very elegant lady too. And I forgot to mention there were two other guys here. Yeah, there were two other guys. During the whole thing, I was trying to be a nice person. It's a Chinese background with an old grandma. I gotta eat all the food they gave me. They gave me curry. They gave me patlo. They gave me spaghetti carbonara, some meat roll, not a single veggie inside. And honestly, I really like vegetables. I prefer eating vegetables over meat. Just my preference also. So, during the whole talking, right, I gotta pin up for this. Yeah. Okay, never mind. During the whole lunch, I guess, I was talking, and then she was across me eating, and then she kept looking at me, like taking glances, like how when your elders talk and you have to eat but listen to them at the same time. Yeah, she just kept doing that. But when other people were talking and I was eating my food, I stole glance that she was stealing glances to look at me. I was like, okay, she's looking at me, gotta buckle up, son. Gotta get into that, gentleman stuff, gotta hold my fork properly, make sure I don't spill food everywhere, make sure I gotta keep my mouth clean, all that stuff. So, she's a pretty elegant lady, I think so. She would take her spaghetti, she didn't mix it up, she ate it separately, and she would twirl potatoes with a fork, trying to put it in her mouth. I find that pretty cute how it's her favorite food, which actually she found out was her favorite because of my best friend. My best friend introduced her favorite food for her, so that's a pretty good thing. It was her favorite food, and she still had the composure to eat it elegantly, I guess you can say that. And maybe it's because there were strangers and she wasn't comfortable, but it was good that she was, stealing glances at me. I didn't really think much of it, but I did feel something was there. So after lunch was done, everyone left except for me because I was busy finishing the food and eating as much as possible. Typical Chinese. Yeah, typical Chinese. And I offered to help wash the dishes, but my best friend stopped me and like, my house, my rules. Go play some games. So all four of us, me, Einstein, the two guys, all went to my best friend's room to play video games. So we were playing something called the Mortal Kombat. I think it's like a very realistic street fighting game with very weird characters. I'm not really a fan. I ain't got a PlayStation. So we were playing that. My best friend's brother, he was a pro, man. He was a pro. Yeah, he was a pro. Me and Einstein get to fight each other, and then we were playing. We were fighting each other, and then I got some skills. I got some skills, even though I never hold a controller in my life. I got some skills. I know how combo works. I don't spam. She's a girl. She spam. The problem is she spammed a range skill, so I really didn't know how to stop it until my best friend's brother came over and teach me how to dodge it and how to get close to the target near. It was a best 2 out of 3. I won the first round. I gave her the second. No, I think pretty sure she won the first round, and then it was only then my best friend's brother taught me how to counter it, and I won the second round. It was the last round. We were both low. I just remember the look on her face. She's a pretty emotionless person, pretty chill, nonchalant type. But what I saw on her face was pure determination. How she looked at the screen with full intent, and her hands was closed out of the control like this, and then she was giving a serious of like, why can't I do this? Why is he hitting me like that? I got this, that really serious, focused face, and that really did something to me. I didn't really like losing in video games, especially against friends. But something took over me, and then I give the match. I stopped dodging her range attacks, and then I willingly messed up my combo, and I let her beat me down. But then the best part about it, inside Mortal Kombat, there's something called finish him. I don't know what's it called, the finishing phase. And then she refused. She didn't want to finish me off. And she just like, maybe because she didn't know how to do it, but she just gave her controller to my best friend, and then my best friend finished me off. So after the interaction, I got bored. She got bored while the two guys were busy fighting each other with my best friend's brother, and my best friend was also playing that. And then I heard her open her phone and she pulled out Genshin Impact. And then I was really wow, you play Genshin? Now here's the thing, I just started Genshin Impact during that time. I joined. It was in that year that I returned. I just joined basically. Yeah, I returned. I was around AR 20 plus. I was still at Liu Wei, so. And then she opened up her Genshin, and I was like, oh wow, you play Genshin? And she's like, yeah, I really like Furina. I have Xiao, Wonder, typical stuff. And I was like, Xiao, Wonder, does that make you an old player? And it's like, yeah, I played during the pandemic. I was like, oh, well, I'm a new player. You want to teach me a few things and maybe play together? And she's like, sure. And then we played Genshin while the rest of them played Mortal Kombat. It was just us two playing in the same room. And then we were fighting a local legend together. I didn't have the best kit. And then my best friend saw, and then she joined in, and then she like kept fighting the local legend. The local legend beat us, man. It was like that guy in Fontaine who was like with fist up, and there's a broken house, a ruin, and the guy kept throwing fire potion at us. Yeah, I didn't know who that was. But the guy was beating all three of us up, man. Even Zhongli shoot from my best friend couldn't protect us, man. So we were playing that, and then we went around doing Fontaine stuff. I was really surprised at Fontaine. Like, wow, look at all this stuff. It's so modern, so French. They got guns. Yeah, you know, I was having the time of my life, and I bet she was just seeing me like, hey, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. Get this, get that. And telling me how this Fontaine works and all that. And then we were talking to each other on Genshin because we didn't have each other's number. So my best friend left to go do something, and then the two guys was still playing. I think they left to go play other games, but it's just me and her in the room. And then when she left, she was still inside the game. She was inside the game. She was using her favorite character, Furina. And then the whole time while she was using Furina, I saw her as that. I just thought that Furina really resonated her character. Not the cheerfulness, but just the meaning, So the Furina character really reminded me of her. And then I forgot what I wrote. But I remember I told her that her smile was pretty, or she didn't talk a lot. And then she replied back in the Genshin text, "You're pretty observant, aren't you?" I was like, wow. She noticed that I noticed. That's something right there. That's something right there. It's like a person finding a sniper when he's the target. I was honestly shocked and really impressed. Like, wow, she noticed. And then I'm pretty sure after that we talked a bit. She was totally different on text. She was more expressive herself. She really liked the character Furina. She kept using the Furina emotes, and all that. And then she left. Yeah, I remember she left. Out of notice, she said like, I gotta go. I'm going now, so I gotta go, and all that. So after that, I thought that was gonna be the last time I saw her. I don't even remember if I asked her name, unless my best friend told me. So after I went home, I pulled out Genshin text again, and I texted her, "Hey Einstein, I didn't get your phone number. Want to talk?" So that's how we met. That's how I met her. So yeah, I guess that's the first time I met her, and I guess the rest I'll call you next time. It's gonna be a 30-minute video, so I think that's a bit too long. Yeah, we'll get there. That's not how we met. That's how I met her. Met Einstein. Alright, I think that should be enough. I'll continue next time into another video. Yeah, I'll just call you next time.